What is up, everybody? It is your favorite YouTube channel, at least I hope it is, Obsessive Gaming, back with Earthbound. That's right, we are back to playing some Earthbound. This video will be a little shorter though, like 45 minutes, probably nearly 50, just for reasons that my nephew's going to be calling, and by the time my phone was fully charged because people were calling me, yeah. So yeah, that's the problem we're facing there. Now, there's a part up ahead where you have to do... Remember that password from the last episode? If you guys have seen the last episode, you know there's a password that you have to say password and wait 3 minutes to go to that area we're going to next. I don't think you guys would like to wait 3 minutes, so from when he says say the password, I will tell you guys the timestamp you guys can go to so you can skip the 3 minute wait. Me, I sadly do have to wait the 3 minutes, so... I should have done that when waiting for mock pizza, but this is a part of the story, so. Touchdown, offense went up 1, defense as well, same for guts, same for vitality, and same for IQ. Max hit points went up by 12, nice. Last second points went up by 2. Ready power of hypnosis Omega. We're starting to get Omega moves, but not for really strong PSI attacks, though. They're for more of the status ones. These violet roaches don't cause too much trouble on the way to the waterfall area, so we'll be fine. Now, if you accidentally got rid of the fly honey or put it away, you can't get rid of it, you have to put it away. Make sure you have it on hand. You need it for the boss fight. The boss will literally not be beatable without the fly honey. He'll have infinite health until you use the fly honey in battle on him, and then you will actually be able to take some of his health away. Just use the fly honey in your first turn. And then you should be golden for the boss that's coming up. And here are the monsters you guys didn't see last time because apparently luck was on my side. Now the armored frog's a bit of a pain in the butt, so are the red antoids. As you can see, those red antoids are freaking still up. Stop attacking her like that! Are you serious? We're gonna use one last PSI fire to obliterate these 3 and get rid of them. Because red antoids are super annoying. I don't remember if they can use life up like their black antoid counterparts from earlier in the game. But I don't want to take any chance of that, especially with how much of a pain it is to beat the Armored Frog because he has such a high defense. For some reason, whenever my main guy attacks him, he causes more than enough damage to really make a difference for some odd reason, while the other 2 cause damage that no enemy would really worry about. These guys are a bit of a pain in the butt to deal with on the way through. Yeah, he can actually spin you around. You can lose psychic points from that. And the Armored Frog has pretty good health and staying power, so it is a pain to fight him each and every time. If I run into another one. Okay, we can deal with one of these guys. Just not with a farm. Freaking farm zombie with him. If there was a farm zombie with him, this would be a lot more tougher. Luckily, it's just a plain crocodile, so not too much trouble, except he just got 70 damage, so that's a heap of trouble. But luckily, with all my characters stacking him at once, he wasn't going to be able to stay up for long. This is now level 23, offense went up 1, same for defense, same for speed, same for IQ, max hit points went up 2. Whoa, holy crap, where'd you guys come from? Oh no! or freaking get it. I'm PSI Gaming out of this, boys. And of course, Isaiah would get hurt and collapse, causing me to have to go back. Because there's no way we're getting to the next area without our whole team. You know that. And we may have a couple of life noodles, but we probably really only have 1 or 2 at this point, and using them would not be very useful. Get away from me. No. I am noping the heck out of this one. Now these monsters are becoming a pain. Yes, you can see using psychic points does help, but using them at that sort of degree is a little dangerous, considering the fact that we don't have a huge plethora of them yet. What? What? Holy crap, I found his weakness! But how would I take care of the red antoids that always appear with him is the extra question. Now I gotta go back into Saturn Valley. I know you guys don't really want me to have to do that, but you know that if I don't, without Isaiah, this gets extremely difficult because they make it so that way when you get a new teammate, they make it so the monsters are tough enough that you need all 3 of your teammates at battle at any given time. And without him in battle, this has got a whole crap ton harder. So I was hoping to get through the next area, plus get your sanctuary place, but if this keeps up, we may not be able to do it all in this video. Set up 3, defense went up 1, same for speed, same for guts, same for luck, max hit points went up 2, max attack points went up 1. Luckily, getting healed up here doesn't cost any money. Same for... What? What's that? What? Guys, this is a first. A violet roach only appears inside a cave. They never have appeared outside the cave. There must be a square here where there's a chance of a violet roach actually appearing. You see, they have these little squares they place in certain areas for monsters to appear. Yeah. There's a segment up ahead where there's always 100% chance of this one little monster appearing, so that way something will happen to your team in the desert. I've had before where I've actually gotten by him, and I never once had to deal with anything in the desert, like any sunstroke. Because apparently if you don't run into that singular monster at the beginning of the desert, which is just a mole playing rough for some odd, unforeseen reason, basically what will happen is your team won't get hit by sunstroke, and a weird glitch can happen in the mole case if your whole team goes down. Luckily, I don't want that to happen, and we won't have to deal with that. There's a glitch where your team is somehow still alive, and instead of the death screen appearing, your team disappears dead. Not able to do anything, they're just souls floating around aimlessly. And I don't think you can use them to get your characters revived. I don't think you can even get out of the cave. I don't really know how the ghost physics would work. Although I think they can climb ladders. They have to be able to climb a ladder to even... Yeah, you can see the problem with that, right? Oh yeah, and I beat Takashi and Hiroshi. The last level, the last chapter of that game was so painfully hard it made me rethink doing a playthrough on it. I don't know if I want to now. I just don't know if I want to now because it was insanely hard. It took me more than a half hour, nearly an hour to actually get through it. It was so difficult to the point that it was just insanity that I don't even want to play through a whole game again on my own time because it made the last bit insanely difficult. It was a good story though. The storyline and the plot was amazing. It was okay for an indie game, but the battle style wasn't really the best. But the story itself was pretty good. But that's only half of the sandwich when it comes to making games. The storyline's the first half, but the style of how it plays is the second half. No. No. Oh God, please no! Why did I run into them? When I was talking about a sandwich, I did not expect to be sandwiched between two groups of enemies. Oh snap. Well, I just completely obliterated that armored frog. No, not again! Haha. Haha. Suck on that one, game. Suck on that little sandwich. Yes, I got by them. Now, we get to go behind that waterfall. I know, weird. We're just taking instantaneous time. A photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera, ready? Say, Fuzzy Pickles. In the original, it's cheese sandwich. Although, if you have been here for my earlier playthroughs, I don't remember if I said anything on that, so I'm just going to say it now. That in the original, it was cheese sandwich. Say the password. Okay, skip ahead to 16 minutes and 20 seconds if you don't care for this part of waiting 3 minutes. If you want to stay here and listen to me babble, then go right ahead. But if you don't want to and want to skip ahead to this part, just go to 16 minutes and 20 seconds to skip this. So, let me talk about a little bit of what I have planned for the future, if you're still here. If you're not, that's okay. I plan to do playthroughs of the FNAF 4 game, but that will be a long time from now once I have the proper equipment to record games on a phone. There's a lot of equipment I'll need. I'll need stuff for Wii U's and Wii's, as well as the SNES Classic, as well as my DS, 3DS. You can see where I'm going here. I have a crap ton of game systems, so I need a lot just to do that. Now, right now, the games I'm working on are Super Mario Maker 2, although I won't always be working on it. I'll work on the other game, Mario + Rabbids, as well, in tandem with that game. Working on Kirby Dream Land 3 for Wednesdays and stuff. I'm also working on... What else was I working on? Oh yeah, I'm also working on playing Super Mario Odyssey. We're at the point of New Donk City. If you haven't seen my earlier playthroughs on that, I do suggest checking them out. I did have a lot of fun making them. It's just a lot of fun. And I'm using shirtless Mario. I know, weird. But I just like the idea of Mario not having a shirt for some odd reason. Don't call me weird. Nobody's seen him without a shirt, so of course I'm going to have him go shirtless. I've never seen shirtless Mario until I played that game. I find that kind of hilarious. And yeah, there's not really much else to say except those games I'm working on. Oh yeah, and the next game coming after Kirby Dream Land 3, there's only one more part left, so I'll be able to start that game next Wednesday on Kirby Wednesday. It'll be Kirby 64, although most of the stuff of getting the crystal shards and stuff will be mostly off camera, as most of the shards I can never remember the locations to or the abilities to get them. I'll be using playthroughs to help me get them, so don't call me a cheater because, you know, I kind of need those playthroughs to actually figure out where the crystal shards are, because there are a grand total of 72 freaking shards. They're all over the freaking place, so yeah. Okay, that's all I have really to say. There's only like a little more than 30 or so seconds left before we had to wait for the whole 2 minutes, so if you were here for the whole 2 minutes listening to me ramble, I thank you for staying for the full 3 minutes. You are amazing. You deserve a cookie. If you subscribe, you'll get double the cookies. If you stay for the 3 minutes of this, that is. If you subscribe, you'll still get a cookie, so, hey, still getting something, right? So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Yeah. Okay, you may enter. So now we're inside the place. Did you bring some fly honey? It's my best favorite. Okay, you may pass through. I don't want to fight this guy. Look, he's following us. Until we enter an encounter, of course, with a Fubi. Now, the Fubi is very weak. And they usually like to be in great numbers for that reason. Although, a Soul Fubi being up here, I have no idea what the game was thinking. But it really made this counter a lot more easier. Sometimes there's a high chance you'll encounter 3 farm zombies in here, but even if you do, you'll be fine. 2 Foopies! Oh, things are getting serious now, aren't they? Huh? Let's show these Foopies what we can do. Things are getting serious now. 2 Foopies. Oh no. Oh, you try to use PSI magnet. Oh no. I hope you guys heard the sarcasm in that voice because I was really trying to send that forward. Now, down here, you will most definitely run into a large number of Foopies. Usually 4 or 5 most of the time, and 6 almost 100% of the time. Why the numbers are like that, I have no idea. I'm just going to use a bomb on one of them just to freaking get a little fun out of them. I like that they increased the girl character's attack power, because it was so low that they caused about the most 1 or 2 damage in Earthbound 0. So you mostly were stuck relying on our PSI moves, almost 100% of the time. Okay, good, there's no enemies down here. We're getting some really extreme luck with going through here. And I take it all back! We now have 4 farm zombies. Farm zombies don't have as much health as the urban zombie, but they're still a bit of a threat if you let them actually damage you. I mean, they're not as strong as them either, but when they're in great numbers, they can actually be a bit of a threat. So try to limit their numbers as best you can if you run into multiple of them like that. Isaiah's now level 24, offense went up 1, same for defense, guts went up 2, vitality went up 1. Oh baby, IQ went up by 3. That's literally what it says. Luck went up by 1, max hit points went up by 3. Although I'm sure you guys could see that. As long as the text was on screen, I'm not really sure. My camera is always in an awkward angle. Wow. You can see I just messed up my English there. You know I'm gonna stay here. I know. I wish I didn't want to say it. No, I won't say it until I actually fix the laser. Any of you who've seen it before probably kind of know what I'm hinting at. Although I'm not doing a very good job of hinting at it, so I don't blame you if you guys don't know what I'm hinting at. It's hard to make the gross sounds that Master Bletch does. I know I can't do it. Master Belch is the slimiest. However, I heard he's also serving some Gygas guy. That I cannot believe. Are you serious? Tired. But so good. Ding! What? Ah, so honest. Smile. Boing! Okay, they are definitely weird. They're being held hostage, yet they're still feeling okay over it. Now we meet the mostly bad fly, but they're not much of a problem. What's the real problem is this slimy little pile. He almost 100% of the times will release a noxious odor that makes everyone in your team start crying. And if you see my earlier videos, then you know what that does. That makes your attacks almost miss almost 100% of the time. As you can see, we are now missing like there is no tomorrow. And I hate that because I use mostly physical attacks instead of PSI and stuff like that. So this is really a pain in my neck. Yeah, no. I'm noping the heck out of this battle. PSI Gaming Beta. I know it's overkill, but no thank you. I don't want to have to go to this battle. I'm noping the heck through it. Still. And a call for more help. Thank you. Just what I did not need. Now I have to use PSI Gaming Alpha, which I did not want to have to use, just like that. And it's not going to work because we've already been hit by that. Oh, we're getting better luck than I usually do with it. Nice. That's a good thing, too. Offense went up 1, same for Vitality. 8 max hit points went up by 13. Max second points went up by 4. Ray realized the power of Paralyze Omega. Now that. Very, very useful move. Well, actually, not really. I don't really use it that much, but it can be very, very useful if used. Because it causes the character to go numb. When enemies numb, they can't do any attack. Same is true for your characters, however, if they're hit with it. So don't let your characters get hit by that. You can't cure numbness with healing and stuff. Just trust me. I should know. I have tried. Failed every single time. You want to get rid of this guy before he does that move again. Okay, good. This time we call for help, so we can finish him off. And that's the end of that, slimy little pile. Slimy little pile. You do not want to have to fight enemies up there. Trust me. 2 slimy little piles is too much. Are you serious? That's not much better. Earlier on, you have to manipulate how enemies appear. Although there's not much distance to work with without another group of enemies just spawning there, so... That's as far as I'll be really willing to... 2 of them! Guys, I suck at that. But really, I don't think there's anything really important up there. There's just a few items that would raise our stats a little bit. No big deal. Okay, it is a big deal because that would really hook us up for later on in the game. You know what? For freaking get it. And here we will always find this. Nice. Seems there will always be a slimy little pile there. That That does not help me at all. I just don't think I have the stats to fight it. I mean, I guess I can come back after I beat Master Blutch, because I think all the enemies except for a few disappear. I believe the slimy little piles all disappear, as well as all the zombies as well. Now, I mean, every zombie in the game literally disappears. All the farm zombies and urban zombies, which are all the zombie types you'll see in the game, all disappear. It's like Earthbound Zero, there's only 2 types of zombies, pseudo zombie and gang zombie. Three. 4 freaking get that. Of course, it would still find a way to get us hit by that. No. I'm gonna have to nope the heck through this. How is he not dead yet? Seriously? Oh, come on! Okay, now I'm gonna have to nope the heck through this battle. Sorry, you shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have called the buddies. Now you all getting hit with me as a gaming beta. Yeah, you don't mess with me, boys. You don't mess with the big boys. Yeah, but you know what I found out? I never really played Metroid until I found out about Super Metroid. That was my first ever experience with Metroid. Oh, she learned PSI Shield Sigma. That is very useful. If you remember the first playthrough when we met Buzz and stuff, he used that during the boss fight with Starman Jr. That prevented any PSI attack from hitting us. That's a very useful move. Make sure you use it if you absolutely have to. Oh, it's not 25. Offense went up 1, speed went up 1, actually speed went up 2. But it only defends against PSI attacks, however. You have to do this guy, battle this guy. You really have no choice. Which means more sticky breath in your faces, apparently. Which is not fun. He even has disgusting sound effects for that. Ugh. Ew. I imagine these characters all had to take a shower after this. After all this, definitely taking a shower when I get back to an end. I've never seen one of these things in the room of Master yet. Master Belch. So you are a Ren? I see. Gark. That was prophecy that a boy would destroy Master. Yeah, I guess. You make me laugh so hard. If Master Guy gets scared of someone, he would have to be the worst and the greatest evil. I'll take you down big time, so get ready for the worst fight of your life. Get ready to feel the pain of true nausea. Come on, let's go. So now, what you want to do... Apparently my guy does not have the fly honey. Who has the freaking fly honey? Of course you have it. So with nausea, your character, that replaces asthma from the first game, because the main protagonist had asthma. In this game, it's replaced by nausea, which only happens if something like that, what Master Bletch did, happens. I believe it's susceptible to PSI freeze. So as you can see, he's open hypnosis. Like, listen, I died so many times in this boss fight because I didn't know you were supposed to use the fly honey. But if you use the fly honey, you should be able to win the fight, because you have to use it in order for his health to go down. Looks like it was an even fight. It wasn't even, you didn't even do anything. This managed to get the money my statue in the forest side. The city will soon be in worse condition than living in your own puke. Suffer, Spanky. We see him later on in the game, once more, but he's gone for good after that. As you can see, all the slimy little piles, just about every enemy here is gone. Which means we're going to quickly go up here now that there shouldn't be anything interfering, and get what I was trying to get when there was total interference in the way. A vital capsule. That will bring your vitality up. Then the person who has lowest vitality is Jessie, so she'll be getting the vitality capsule. I didn't know you could drink a capsule. HP sucker. Totally sucks. Do not keep it. Doesn't help you at all. Rarely does anything for you. A calorie stick, however, is a very useful healing item, so make sure you hold on to that. There are things you should hang on to and things you shouldn't, like the fly honey. I don't know why we have a rust promoter. And apparently we already had a large pizza, so we don't need two. We only need one, really. I'll be going till at least the 50-minute mark. So, yeah. I'm going to try to get to that point. But I might not show me going back to Saturn Valley just for reasons that there's nothing really important on the way back from the Your Sanctuary place except the same stuff. I'll stop inside the Saturn house on the way there, so that way you guys aren't missing much else. All you'll really be missing is me grinding back through the monsters that led to the Your Sanctuary place, and you guys don't want to see that. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry guys, my mom gave me the rest of this bag of chips. Delicious. Drink coffee before go, say yes to me, say no to me. Thumbs up, boy. The reason why I'm doing this is because we get to hear Buzz Buzz from Beyond the Grave. At least that's why I think it is. I don't know who it is in Mother 3 who does this during the one scene when you drink coffee, but, you know, hard to explain. You traveled far from home. Let me move my camera so you guys can see the words. Do you remember how long and winding journey began with someone pounding at your door? It was Pokey, the worst person in your neighborhood, who knocked on the door that fateful night. This scene is so inspiring to me. it really made me reflect on all the stuff I did in the game. On your way, you have walked through and fought. Yet, through all this, you have never lost your courage. You have grown steadily strong. Though you have experienced the pain of battle many times. Just you, steadfast, kind, and even pretty is always at your side. Isaiah is with you as well. While he is timid, he came from a distant land to help you. But as you certainly know by now, you're not a regular young man. You have an awesome destiny to fulfill. From this point will be long, and it will be more difficult than anything you have undergone to this point. Yet, I know you will be alright. When good battles evil beside you we win. Now faith that good is triumphant. One thing you must never lose is courage. If you believe in the goal you are striving for, you will be courageous. There are many difficult times ahead, and you must keep your sense of humor, work through the tough situations, and enjoy yourself. When you have finished this cup of coffee, your adventure will begin again. Next, you must pass through a vast desert and proceed to the big city of Forside. Well, like the city of painful mazes, really, to be honest. Because every maze in the game is in the city of Forside, actually. And they're all hard to do. Ren, Jesse, Isaiah. I wish you luck. They only do this 3 times in the series. Twice in this game, and once in Mother 3. In Mother 3, though, it was the last time I knew I would see that happen. The last time I would see a new thing like this happen. Because the reason being was my journey was almost over. I had already finished Mother 2 and Mother 1, which is Earthbound and Earthbound 0. I'm gonna go down here to get my team healed up before we go to your sanctuary place. While we may have healed our health, our psychic points have taken a drastic decrease, and if we don't get those restored, we're not getting to your sanctuary place. Trust me. Oh, but first, let's talk to this guy. So Stag Beetle, by doing this enemy during battle, enemy is shocked and stops moving. Gone after 1 use. Now, the Mr. Saturn coin. Very good equipment. And my guy, as well as... Oh my god, my guy has the lowest defense, actually. Now, you're probably wondering why I just don't sell that item. It is just too much work. I know. I'm such a whiner. Now, we're gonna get rested up here. Working tonight, Isaiah fixed the broken laser. I fixed the broken laser, became the laser gun. I'm gonna use that! Is it an equipable item? Oh my god, it is. And look at its power. Stronger than the stun gun. Actually, we may need to stop here because I'm gonna have to put away the jar of fly honey. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. We'll do the Your Sanctuary. I'll do that stuff off camera. No promises though that I'll beat the Your Sanctuary. I only have like another 10 or 15 minutes of video that I can record before my nephew decides to call. I have 16 minutes left I can record. I can go to like the 55-minute point, but you know. But this Your Sanctuary is hard because enemies appear there like wildfire. I do not kid you, they are all over the place. So I'll let you guys know if I level up any after the Your Sanctuary place on the way back through it, because I probably won't be recording that bit. The reason why I'm not going to read instead and stopping, because I want you guys to see what it looks like now that the zombies are all gone. And we meet all 3 enemies we meet here in a row. We meet the Ranboob. I know, horrible name, because of what it's supposed to kind of sounds like. I know. Yeah. Tough Mobile Sprout, which is just a second version of the Mobile Sprout, and the Strutting Evil Mushroom, another second version of the Rambling Evil Mushroom. We want to get rid of him first, because he has the same move as the Rambling Evil Mushroom, and you do not want to get hit by his spores. That will cause us to not be able to get through here. Oh no. My guy's losing the will to fight. He's got homesickness. Gosh, no. Now, every so often, he'll think about home instead of attacking, and that basically loses him a turn. Right? He's now level 30, offense went up 2, luck went up 1, points went up 2. Well, you guys can see what happens when I don't actually use the phone. I should have just called Mom and then went right for the settings. That way I can get rid of homesickness in case it was there. And it turns out it was. So you want to get rid of Tough Mobile Sprout because it's like the regular Mobile Sprout, he can heal. Not a good time. Oh, that Tough Mobile Sprout really got smashed in the face. Oh my goodness. So now Jessie's fallen asleep, but she'll be awake now because that's one of the ailments that doesn't last forever. Like, it doesn't continue outside of battle. Enemies aren't appearing in Great Forest. That actually helps us out here. It makes it more likely for me to actually lost all motivation to battle. As you can see, homesickness can be a real thorn in your side if you let it. And I should have known better and should have just went back to get healed, because now the boss has a better chance of beating us more easily. She's now level 28, offense went up 4, defense went up 1, speed went up 2, same for guts, IQ went up 3, max hit points went up by 10, nice. Rock max hit points went up by 11, oh yeah. That was some good stat increase in there. Both HP and psychic points went up by a huge amount. That generally doesn't usually happen. So I'm going to take that blessing. So in the comments of my latest video and this one, please let me know what Pokemon I should have. Like, I'm talking about Pokemon Black version because I just got it. I haven't really looked at where it is. I'll update you guys tomorrow when I do a video at 8, due to the fact that I believe I'm working 12 to 4. Actually, I know for sure I'm working 12 to 4, actually. Which means I only will have time for one video tomorrow. I know, I hate when I only have time for one video, but they've been needing me at those times, and I can't change that. As much as I would like to, just so I can do more videos for you guys, I cannot change that. And my guy's now feeling strange. We are not walking back to get rid of that ailment, so screw that. Why does that have to be on my lead party member too? Are you kidding me? And I can't get rid of this version. Hold on. I can't remember. Hold on. Yeah, you can't get rid of that version of feeling strange with the mushroom and stuff. No need for the hard hat now. You finally got here. This is the third your sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. Trillion H Sprout. Now we have to fight the Trillion H Sprout. The best line of defense, as you probably can guess from what he is fire. Fire does immense damage, and even though there's not always going to be multiple enemies after these tough mobile sprouts are gone, it's best to use that move on them. And use PSI Gaming Beta at least once in order to make your chances better, because you most likely won't be able to kill those two tough mobile sprouts instantly. Okay, that was Paralysis Alpha. That will cause a character to go numb. Yeah, you don't want that, especially on Isaiah, because then he can't literally do anything, since Isaiah can only do regular attacks. And my guy just lost motivation in the battle, which is not good. Oh my god, my guy's just been battered with status ailments, which is not good. Come on! And Trillion H Sprout is beaten! Red is now level 31, offense went up 2, defense went up 1, same for guts, same for vitality, and IQ went up by 2. Luck also went up by 1, max hit points went up by 13, RX max attack points went up by 10! Season now 29, luck went up 1, max hit points went up 2. This is power of defense down alpha, Zero is now level 27. Guts went up 1, same for luck, same for HP. Now we can go in here, and this should help out a lot, trust me, after all this. And the thing is, no one here in America knows the lyrics that goes with that song. From far away said, "Be a thoughtful, strong boy." And since I recorded melody, Milky Well. Now, as per usual, whenever we get a new melody, I will play the Soundstone for you guys to show you how far we've come since the first Earth Sanctuary back in Onet early on in this playthrough. Now, let's listen to the sounds that we've collected so far. That's it. We almost have half the 8 melodies. Now, that about does it for this video. I will be working my way back to Saturn Valley. If you guys like this part, I'll also be doing a few things like putting some stuff away in the Cargo Express, stuff like that. Make sure my characters are ready to go forward by getting them healed up. And that's where I'll also be stopping by recording my progress. So, luckily, you guys will be fine. If you guys like this part, please leave a like and subscribe. That lets me know I'm making good content. And let me know if you guys want to see more of Earthbound. I'd be willing to show you guys even more of this game because this game is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying doing a playthrough of it. The only part I'm not going to enjoy is the Moorside Maze area. So anyways, until next time, this is Obsessive Gaming, over and out. Goodbye! Let me just finish this battle and then I'll sign off. Just that way we can end off on a good note. Okay, now that will do it for this video. Okay, until next time, Obsessive Gaming, over and out. Goodbye!